Your first impression of someone is not a reading of who they are. It is a reading of the closest matching pattern in your existing mental library. The brain, faced with a new person, does not start from scratch. It pattern matches to the most similar existing template and generates an impression from that template. This is fast, efficient, and systematically inaccurate in ways that compound over time if the first impression is treated as a conclusion rather than a hypothesis. The confirmation bias then takes over. Every subsequent piece of information about the person is processed as evidence for or against the initial reading, with evidence in favor being weighted significantly more heavily than evidence against. The result is that first impressions are not simply the starting point of our assessment. They become the architecture within which all subsequent assessment occurs, making genuinely updating the impression extraordinarily difficult. The practice that interrupts this is simple but uncomfortable. When you form a strong first impression, deliberately construct the strongest possible alternative explanation for the same evidence. Not to convince yourself the alternative is true, simply to prevent the confirmation bias from converting a hypothesis into a certainty before you have sufficient evidence to justify the confidence the certainty carries. Your first impression is a starting point. Treat it like one.